I just hope that
Think we should get our announcement out of the way?
our announcement.
Yes.
You mean about the BBS?
Yep.
Yeah. Before we do that, are there any final thoughts about Mortal Kombat?
Nope.
None. None for you, Wise.
Find it, play it, buy it, love it.
What about
Make
you?
love to it.
God damn it! I knew you were going to do that.
What?
Are you surprised?
No, I just said I knew you were going to do that. So no, I'm not surprised.
Fair
That
enough.
doesn't still do. that
What?
still
Would
doesn't
you
mean
be in
I get
shock if I didn't say it?
Well,
I'd be
on
somewhat disappointed if you didn't say it.
on
See?
that
So then why don't I have fun with it?
That's kind of depressing.
on that note, the big announcement that we have is the new BBS, which unfortunately only lasts for about a year or so, has for whatever reason closed down again.
Stop paying for the server.
Probably,
That's
yeah.
what I keep saying. Here's what I don't get. This guy who I've been talking to Richard. He's saying he didn't do it, and Ida apparently knows the guy who did because she calls him Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I don't understand. Let me ask you guys a question. Stan, Ryo, you guys like the BBS, don't you? You like going
Of
to.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good community.
Do you guys care if it says MizuhoBBS.com or whatever the URL was?
No.
Exactly.
Not really.
It doesn't matter what. Paying for hosting, that's fine, but paying for a domain, that's not necessary. Just do a free, there's a free domain out there, co.cc, and even if he doesn't want to pay for, hosting, find a free host.
Right.
Well, weren't you trying to do that before he offered?
Yeah, but I didn't know much about the CGI thing, so, and plus he kind of
Yeah.
beat me to the punch anyway, because I think he was working on it behind the scenes, like, oh, bam!
Yeah, pretty much.
It was
Well,
fun.
do you still have the backup files?
I checked, I don't. I can probably re-download them, though. Only problem is it'll be of the old BBS. So what I think we should probably do, if we do start it up again, is delete the little log file so that we start fresh, naturally. And Ryo, you have some skits pictures for the thing?
You mean the mugs?
Yeah.
I've still got about 100. I think.
Yeah, I've got some too, and I had an account for that talesweb.com thing, so I can make some of the Tales characters that didn't appear in Mythology.
Mm-hmm. For now, though, we have a forum up.
That's right, we have
Places
forum. The Mizuho forum, in which I am the administrator, and Stan is the forum coder.
Yep.
How does it
Abandon
feel?
all faith.
And
you
it's
who
posted on
enter.
ProBoards, because ProBoards is a pretty decent forum system.
Yeah, Stan
So-
suggested ProBoards because he said it was
Spidey
easy.
has power over your lives. Run for it.
A little bit.
Honestly, I'm more concerned with the admin.
Oh, snap.
But I know how to handle you.
No, you don't.
3 years of experience.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
But anyway.
I'll
yeah,
put a
and
link in the show notes and whatnot.
I recommended ProBoards because of how it's got a very user-friendly interface, so I could do stuff with it easy.
Right. As far as the status of the BBS, we're gonna say it's closed for now. I've emailed Ida about this whole thing about Seth or whatever. She hasn't sent anything back yet, so I don't know if she's trying to cover for him or she just hasn't gotten the email yet. But we're gonna assume that for now it's closed down. And so
Well, it's not like he ever showed up anyway.
that's right. But then again, neither did the original girl who made it, which I have.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, and she only noticed when you sent her an email.
that's right. That is absolutely right.
And she said, oh, well, you're all screwed. Later.
Yeah.
So
I remember I made a
to all
video.
you,
Go ahead.
to everybody listening out there, MizuhoForums.proboards.com.
/index.cgi.
It's going to
I
be in the
seriously
show
doubt that's
notes.
important.
Mm-hmm.
And when Stan does, the little preview promo thing, he can put in the description
Yeah,
as well.
Of course. This will be our preview clip, I suppose.
Right.
Happy day.
We're going to get douchebags from YouTube looking at the site. Why not?
It's fine. I think I have it set up to where if you're not a registered member, you can't do much.
Speaking of
We're gonna
which,
need more mods.
do you want me to make the rules post, or do you want to do it?
Are there... I guess,
Because, I mean, the basic rule is just don't be a douchebag and get along with everybody.
Right.
But some people will require more detail than that.
Right. I'd like to kind of keep this new BBS kind of user-friendly in that I would like to include, like, no religious sort of bashing.
Let's just settle for keeping it clean.
Right. Don't try and rile anybody, basically.
You can cuss, but that's pretty much it. You can drop F-bombs. We'll even make a smile for it.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
A bomb with an F on it.
Yes. But, yeah. So,
But since the BBS is down, that brings up the question of the state of this podcast. This is kind of something that we're all probably gonna have to be a part of. So, what do you guys think of this?
I think we should continue the cast. I mean,
I do too.
Just rename it to the Mizuho Forums podcast.
Well, no, it's the Skid Style BBS podcast, and the forum is called the Skid Style BBS Forum. So
Right, we can call it whatever. We can call it the Mizuho podcast or the Mizuho.
we could call it that one podcast. You know that one, and people it would still be our podcast.
The one that's still alive but kind of limping.
Yeah, and it would still be our podcast. So
Exactly.
besides, the podcast was never directly tied to the old BBS anyway.
Right, and if anything, it was probably tied to the new one, and even that it's only in name. So
Right, we didn't do it specifically for it.
right, we really made this podcast for ourselves in a way, don't you guys think?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. It's like,
I
hey,
don't know.
let's do a podcast. Okay.
All right. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, and
Mhm.
here we are, 8 episodes.
For 2 months.
Yeah, man.
Sheesh.
So yeah, we'll
Ken's
continue this.
Ultimate insult.
Go ahead.
You're a loser.
Oh,
I love that clip.
oh, it's a clip.
You need to include that in the podcast now, Ryan.
I will.
Do it. Good.
Look at you! You've ignored your training, and you've turned against all of your friends! And you're a loser!